Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mangus and I welcome you guys back to another episode with 5 tips for Fire Emblem Echoes. Let's jump straight into it. 1. Weights. Weapons and spells have a stat called weight, which reduces speed. Make sure you note how much weight your equipment has, as 1 point of speed can make the difference between your units doubling or being doubled. As a note, always remember the weight of your spells your magic users retaliate with. The fire spell, which all mages use by default when attacked, has 3 weights, and the Nosferatu spells used by your cleric has a weight of 2. This means that your mages and clerics will always have -3 and -2 speed respectively whenever they are on the defense. 2. Mila's Turn Wheel. Once you rescue Silk in Act 1 at the end of the Thief Shrine, you will have access to Mila's Turn Wheel, which is extremely helpful as it allows you to reverse time. You use it by selecting it at the menu screen. You can go as far back as you'd like, with this number indicating how many actions were taken this turn, while this number indicates how many times you can use the Turn Wheel in total. On overland maps, your Mila's Turn Wheel will have its uses replenished in between each battle, but if you're down in a dungeon, the amount of times you can use the Turn Wheel in total will be shared throughout the entire dungeon itself, so use it very sparingly in some of the bigger ones you'll encounter later on in the game. Finding cogs hidden about the world will increase the amount of times you can use the Turn Wheel. 3. Fatigue. Once you start to explore dungeons, you'll start to run into fatigue. Certain actions performed by your units will increase their fatigue points, such as fighting, taking damage, or using healing magic. Fatigue is indicated by a smiley face next to their portrait. The sadder the face is, the more fatigue they have. Once the amount of fatigue points exceed a unit's hit points, they will become tired and have their maximum hit points reduced. Each unit tackles fatigue differently due to a stat called fatigue tolerance, and this will affect how much hit points they lose when they get tired. Some units like Cliff and Faye handles fatigue very well and won't be affected all that much, but other units such as Mycen and Valbar will take a much heavier toll due to their fatigue tolerance being worse. You can remove fatigue by giving units food, or if you encounter a Mila statue, you can offer food to it to clear all the fatigue from your party. Also, entering the world map will have the same effect. Fatigue is also cleared if a unit changes its class. 4. Faye and Cliff and Celica's party. If you decide not to recruit either Faye or Cliff in Rom Village at the start of the game, you will be able to recruit them with Celica instead at the end of Act 2. Once Celica reaches the mainland, simply head down to Ram Village instead of entering Sophia Castle, and you'll be able to recruit whoever Alm left behind. This is recommended if you feel like you want more flexibility in Celica's party, as she only gets access to a single villager in Atlas, but it will severely weaken Alm's party as he will have 1 or 2 less units to choose from, and he won't gain any substitutes. 5. Dancing in Echoes. Dancers have been a classic trope of most Fire Emblem games, being non-combat units capable of refreshing others, allowing a unit to take an extra turn. Sadly, there is no dancer unit in Echoes, but if you make Faye into a cleric, she is the only unit capable of learning the Anew spell as a level 14 Saints. This spell works exactly like that of a dancer in the older Fire Emblem games, allowing a single adjacent unit to Faye to take their turn again, but it does have a ridiculously high hit point cost of 24, so be careful with it. Well, that's all I have for this time. If you have any useful tips you think should be featured in the next episode, let me know about them in the comment section below. And if you see any tips you like, give them a thumbs up to help their visibility. Also slap a like on this video as it helps out the channel a lot. And share this video to a Fire Emblem message board or to a new player who might require some help getting adjusted to Echoes. At any rate, my name has been Mangs and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye!